Oof. There it is, Tracy.
Well, this is good content here.
Yeah, so he went baseline for the next 10.
Nope.
Oh, finally.
Down to 12.
Maybe try zone, Blake.
Here's McGrady.
Yeah.
Blake, you gotta get some points on the board, buddy.
You guys are still talking like there's hope.
There is hope.
Here's Cook.
Sure, take that. Who was that even? Ah.
Nice dunk. You got any three-shooters on your bench, Blake?
We got Steve Kerr, but he's 40 years old.
Get Bonner out there.
Dude, his release is so slow.
So slow.
All respect to the Red Rocket.
It's 12 and you got the ball and you got time, Blake. Here we go.
To the inside.
Perfect. Let's go.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
I really appreciate it. It's the only thing really keeping me positive. And knowing Alexis is just laughing in the corner makes it way worse.
I'm not laughing. We're coming down to the fourth quarter. Ryan is up by 9.
I'm honestly now mad at Chris. Like, if he would have just hired a better medical staff, I might not be in this situation.
I'm just saying, asterisk the Warriors right now.
The moment we take possession.
We're down to 7. Let's go.
7-point game, Brian.
Get a stop here, boy.
What's up, Tim? We'll cross you.
He's going quick isolation here right now.
Oh, what a...
It's time to introduce the starting five for your Phoenix Suns. At the power forward position, standing 6'8".
We welcome you to Najee Enabi. Here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Look at the 76ers starting group. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harrison at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Durant, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Baisley in at the power forward position.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession.
Watch Harden.
Pass to Tucker. Harris with it. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Harden against Paul. Over to the wing. Booker against Maxey. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. Both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
One shot.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Now, here's Maxey. 23 points his last outing. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Here's Tucker after the made shot from KD. Here's Harden on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bounce pass from Paul. Here's the 3. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Booker. Durant's got 8.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Harden against Paul. Here's Tucker. And it's Bazley with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 3. Pass to Paul. And here's Booker. He's covered by Maxey. Embiid against Zayton. Pass to Bazley. Shot clock at 5. That one no good. Good D by Embiid. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Booker. Inside. Stolen by Durant. Now the pass to Bazley. KD with the bucket. 10 points for him.
That's a good look for Bazley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Bazley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, showing some steady improvement here.
Here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Ayton against Embiid. Here's Bazley. And the Suns take on 2 more.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now, here's Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Harden. Will it go? Drills it from outside.
James Harden.
And Tucker, great job reading the floor and finding a way to set up a ready shooter.
Paul dishes to Booker. Outside, KD. Sinks that one from the post. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Tobias just going strong that time.
Paul passes to KD. And the rejection by Embiid. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 8 points for him.
And this is what the offense is designed to produce. Slipping Harden into the corner for a three. That's money.
The three from KD. It doesn't go either for Durant.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Harris finds Maxey. Harden against Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Ayton.
And the ongoing league debate. Who's the toughest guy to guard? Harden's name always comes up.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. You know, this late in the season, Brent, so much of a team's approach depends on where they stand in the playoff race.
Yeah, some middle-of-the-road teams are treating these games like playoff games because they want to get there. And then teams on top are tinkering with some things and not wanting to lose their standing. And teams at the bottom, you know, they may be experimenting and playing younger guys. So lots of strokes for different teams at this point, Kevin. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now, here's Maxey. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Harris, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers.
And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 1. Booker outside. Back to Paul. To the paint. Stolen by Tucker. Passes it to Harris. Now Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Embiid wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ayton kicks to Paul. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
You got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
Outside, Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Tucker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3-point field goal.
And the 76ers lead by 1. Paul kicks to Booker. Pass to KD. Out left to the wing. Baisley tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. And Embiid gets it to go. And now a 3-point 76ers lead.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now here's Durant. He's got 12 from 15 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. KD's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Harden can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's a goal on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Suns.
For your Suns, T.J. Warren.
Ayton, the pass to Warren. He kicks to Durant. Ayton trying to break free. KD with the bucket. He's got 16.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Tucker. To the wing right side. Booker against Maxey. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Durant in the corner. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Philadelphia ball.
Shake Milton. He's checked in for Philadelphia.
Shake Milton.
'76ers trailing. Harden surveying the D. Feeds it to Tucker. Outside, Maxey. Top of the key. Offensive rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
It's good. And the Suns lead by 3.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
He gets it in there. Ayton's got his second basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Timeout called the 76ers.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Down low. Now here's Milton. He's covered by Warren. Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster And giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
And he makes the first.
And what's incredible about Harden, he can dominate a game with the pass as much as the shots. So defensively, you have to prepare for both.
And he makes both free throws. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Free throw drops for Ayton. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Phoenix on defense. 6-point game. Tucker finds Milton. Shot clock at 6. Maxey in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Maxey's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Warren. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Booker. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Just doing the job on the back rim.
Suns foul. TJ Warren. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Heat in FTX Arena. And the pass to Durant. It's over Tucker. Misses off the right iron.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Warren against Maxey. Stolen by Tucker. The dish to Harden. Back to Tucker. Launches it. And they'll get another chance. Embiid in the corner. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Maxey. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shooting 1.
The free throw is good, now leading by 1. here's Booker. 3 seconds left. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Booker is good at knowing when to shoot the ball when he gets that kind of room. He's not going to hesitate.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
The Suns leading. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Ayton, and it's Durant, and it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Harden. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Tucker the pass to Harris. Here's Maxey. Clock at 6. Over Booker. Maxey, no good. Suns leading by 3. Durant just inside the line. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Durant. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Tucker. Back to Harden. From deep. That shot off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cutback.
Passes to KD. For 3, Booker. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Now here's Durant. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Payne gets a wide open look. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Harden, driving in.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
Booker the pass to KD. Maxey against Booker. Over Maxey. The 15-footer, good. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Harden outside. Embiid trying to break loose. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And inside Harden is such a difficult cover. Get too close, and you know he'll cleverly draw a foul.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with with this game still very much up in the air.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Harden outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Harris. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good work defensively by KD.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Harden. He had 15 points last out. Out to Harris. On the wing, Melton. Just 5 to shoot. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Melton passes to Embiid. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Embiid's got his second bucket.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Payne kicks to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Melton against Booker. To the middle. Fires from the line. Payne finds Ayton. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
The 76ers trailed by 9. The pass to Melton. On the wing, Harris. Passes it to Tucker. 13 feet away. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Booker coming off 31 points last game. Back to Payne for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Melton. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by KD. Harris against Durant. Left side, Harris. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Durant feeling it out a bit. Rejected by Harris.
Now, every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Harden, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the call will be against Harris.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Okogie's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. McDaniels checked in. Ayton with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Baisley. He dishes it to Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Joel Embiid.
That one on Embiid.
Well, the defense respects Ayton's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
Ayton hits them both. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Philadelphia. Down by 12. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Pass to Melton. Here's Embiid. And the rejection by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Okogie, the pass to Payne. There's the pass to Ayton. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now, here's McDaniel. No points in the game yet for him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix. For Philadelphia, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Baisley. And the 76ers also making a change. Shake Milton, he's checked in for James Harden. Good on the second free throw. Suns leading by 13. Booker outside. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Six to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, Campaign just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league Now he's back, he's confident, he's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball.
And he's good on the second. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Now here's Embiid. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Warren kicks to Booker. Inside, passes it to Okogie. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Chris Paul's checked in for Phoenix. The 76ers trailed by 14. Driving to the basket. A shot good for Milton.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Timeout call. The Suns. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
The pass to Okogie. Now here's Paul, defended by Milton. And the rejection by Embiid. Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
First one falls for him. And McDaniels drops them both. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. And the wide open shot from Warren. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, just working on extending that range, T.J. Warren in the offseason, wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Now, here's McDaniels. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Here's Paul. A 20-point game for him in the win against Miami.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Here's Melton, following the basket by Chris Paul. Now, here's McDaniels. 5 points in the game. Tucker. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Okogie misses.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harrell, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Maxey subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Now the feed to McDaniels. It's deflected. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot goes down. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
16 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Embiid. Good, nice job down low. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And the strength of Embiid oftentimes just overwhelms the defense. Able to absorb physical coverage and still finish. Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Phoenix in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
When you look at their multiple areas of weakness, for me, it starts with their perimeter defense. Disorganization, chaos, a lot of wide open. They have to communicate better and stay connected to the shooter.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And please give a big round of applause.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Axie out there with Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Well, you talk about the mid-range and how much KD uses that area better than anybody in the NBA.
Paul against Harden. Fires for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The 76ers trailed by 18. Pass to Tucker. And here is Harris. Axie passes to Embiid. Some solid defense from 8.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Ball against Harden. Tucker inside. Paul with the steal. Here's Baisley. That one rolling around and rims out.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Now here's Paul. He has 7. Bangs home the trifecta. KD's got 25 points in the game.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep beating him.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on 8.
First team foul.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
The first one falls.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now, here's Tucker. He's got 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Paul passes to Baisley. It's stolen by Harris. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Harris has got 9 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Paul. Ayton trying to break free. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight. Outside, Maxey. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. Maxey passes to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Harden dishes to Embiid. And stolen by Ayton. Booker left side. Over Maxey. Here's Baisley. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Baisley's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 18. Harris finds Harden. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Harden's got 20.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Durant wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Maxey looking it over. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Back to Paul. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Maxey against Booker. Maxey, no good. Suns leading by 20.
Intensity from Ayton, consistently finding different ways to get at the defense and make them overcommit.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
First free throw is good. Ayton hits them both. And so Harden will bring it up for Philadelphia. Kicks to Tucker. To the wing on the left. Booker against Maxey. Over Booker. Maxey, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And the first one at the line is good.
There's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
No good on the second free throw. 76ers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
And Harris drops them both. Suns leading by 21. Outside, KD. The pass to Booker. The tray. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the 4 this game. Now 6 for 10.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's Booker. He's got 15. Back to KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Harden the pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Durant. 5 to shoot. Harris misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there, having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And here's Harden after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Harden against Paul. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Ross, he's checked in for Phoenix. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 10. Here's Harden. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Passes it to Baisley. High post, KD. Good D by Embiid.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
3rd team foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
76ers.
And 74%, you know, so-so. You probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So for the Suns, T.J. Warren comes in for Baisley. And Okogie subbed in for Durant. Harrell, he's checked in for the 76ers. McDaniels comes in for James Harden. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Phoenix has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Ross. Outside Warren. He kicks it to Ball. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And here we go. And it's Warren with the jam.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Pass to Embiid. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. And he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
The pass to Okogie. Harrell against Warren. Right wing. Shoots from 12. Almost, but it rolls out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Milton the pass to Maxey. Nailed from three-point land. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Pass to Ross. Here's Okogie. And Embiid with the block. And they'll keep possession.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Free throw drops for Ayton. And Philadelphia making a change here. Melton's checked in. Ayton hits them both. And it's the 76ers with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Harrell. Pass to McDaniels. We've got 1:48 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. And the shot is long. Suns leading by 23. Ball outside. Here's Okogie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Warren. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You got to have great strength in this league to take that kind of contact and still score. TJ Warren, strong.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Phoenix, TJ Warren. At the line for one.
Well, TJ Warren believes he can score, and he's done it a lot. Every year he ups the ante and wants to add more to his game. Defensively, maybe a little more focused.
Now here's Harrell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Bounce pass for Milton. Nobody near Milton. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Paul with the 3. They get it back. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Ross. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Not at all a bad passer for a center. Ayton with the feed.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Milton kicks to McDaniels. Back to Milton. Shoots. Melton, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Paul. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Warren, Payne out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Melton. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Melton against Ross. Back to Payne. Here's Okogie. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the rejection by Harrell. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. So for the Suns, Baisley's checked in for Warren. Kevin Durant comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Booker in for Ross. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for McDaniels. And it's James Harden in for Shake Milton. Harden inside the three-point line. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Harden's got 24.
And on the offensive end, Harden can be such a monster. So far, he's had little trouble finding his shots.
Here's Baisley. Left side Durant, over Harris. Durant, no good. The 76ers trailed by 21. On the wing, Melton. Here's Embiid, and they double up Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Now here's Durant, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Count the basket. KD's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here is Harris. For Craig. The 76ers again can't hit it. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Maxey's checked in for D'Anthony Melton.
Tyrese Maxey.
Suns leading by 23. Booker finds Payne. Booker against Maxey. Outside, KD from outside the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
From the wing, Harris. Guarded by KD. 5 on the clock. Harden the pass to Maxey. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And it seems the play-in tournament is here to stay, Brent. Has it worked out as well as you expected?
I think it's been great, Kevin. One of the things that could be adjusted, though, is maybe if you're the 8th seed and you have a 10-game lead on the 10th seed, there should be no reason why they should be competing in the postseason tournament. So maybe they do something with regards to the records as to whether or not a team qualifies. But the way it stands now, it's created the kind of drama and competition that the league has craved.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
Now here's Payne. And there's the pass to Baisley. Back to Booker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Booker's got 20 points.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Here's Harden. Count that one.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Booker outside. Durant just inside the line. And no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Harris. Craig pulls it in.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Maxey. It's tipped.
But given how long Baisley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
The shot by KD. No good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Harden. Embiid kicks to Harden. No good from outside.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Here's Baisley. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And Baisley just hustling to the hoop. He's got that kind of length to get in there and mix it up inside.
Harris outside. Rebound by the Suns.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And here are the 76ers now. The Suns getting the bucket. At the top of the key, Maxey. The shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Here's KD after the Sixers pick up 2. Out to Payne. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Harden the pass to Embiid. 13 feet away. And they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Starting in 2021, referees were instructed to not reward players making overt, abrupt, or abnormal non-basketball moves. Brent, what'd you think of that?
Well, there are some guys who play abnormally, Kevin, so what are you going to do about those guys? No, I'm kidding. I think it's a great thing for shooters to try to gain some sort of advantage. With how much advantage offensive players already have, it was getting a little bit out of control.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Torrey Craig. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. Outside, KD. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Passes it to Niang. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
It goes on Devin Booker.
Foul.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
The first free throw is good. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. And he can't hit the second. For Phoenix, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. There's the three. And it's Shamet missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Milton the pass to Niang. Pass to Harden. Over Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he nails the jumper. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Ross. Lee fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brett, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
Well, I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time when you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
And so Harden will bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside, Maxey. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Maxey's got 11 in the second half. Booker the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Lee outside. And the Suns miss again. Philadelphia has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
And Phoenix making a change. Paul's checked in.
One shot.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Pass to Tucker. To the left side wing. Here's Maxey. That shot off. Some solid defense from 8. Down low. And Warren with the basket on the assist from Booker. Warren's got 4 points this quarter.
I always feel like he's around the rim and sniffing out more points. T.J. Warren feeling very much at ease with that quality of a shot.
It's hauled in by the Suns. Warren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Durant. Back to Paul. The shot from 20 feet away. Maxey grabs the miss. 76ers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. There's the pass to Embiid. Shoots over Warren. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Dishes to Paul. Durant kicks to Paul. Outside Warren.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Now Ayton. Back to Durant. The 3. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Ayton's got 21.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Harris up top, defended by Durant. To end the cold streak, a nice shot by Harris. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Kevin Durant.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Outside Warren. Takes the 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And they pick up 2. Harden's got 30.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now here's Ayton. Ball passes to Booker. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Shamet.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of the home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Katie. With this crowd, it felt a little like a playoff game. Do you agree?
It's a regular game, both teams, trying to get ready for the playoffs, so the intensity is going to be up. Man, every team ramps up their intensity at this point. The crowd was amazing. I'm glad we came out here and ended them off nice.
Yeah, it's the end that matters, man, and you got the dub, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.